A former lottery retailer just discovered that 96% of Canadians are throwing money at games with odds so bad you'd need to play for 320,000 years to statistically win. There are 4 lottery games available right now with odds up to 1,200 times better that lottery corporations barely advertise because informed players hurt their profit margins. What if the game you've been ignoring all this time actually gives you a real mathematical chance of winning? Sandra from Winnipeg walked into the same gas station every Friday for 3 years. $50, same routine. 5 Lotto Max tickets with her lucky numbers. She kept them all in a shoebox under her bed. 3 years of tickets. When she finally counted them up, she had spent $7,800. Her total winnings? $40. 40. She cried when she did the math. But here's what nobody told Sandra. The game she was playing has odds of 1 in 33.3 million. That means if she bought 2 tickets every single week, she would need to play for 320,000 years to statistically win the jackpot. 320,000 years. The dinosaurs died out 65 million years ago. Sandra would need to play through that entire timeline almost 5 times over. This isn't Sandra's fault. Lottery corporations spend millions advertising Lotto Max because that's where they make their biggest profits. They put those huge jackpot numbers on billboards. 70 million, 90 million, 120 million. They know big numbers make you dream, but they don't put the odds on those billboards. They definitely don't advertise the games with better odds because those games make them less money. Before I show you which games actually give you a mathematical chance, hit subscribe and drop a comment telling me what's the most you've ever won on a lottery ticket. Now let me show you the first game that shocked me when I ran the numbers. It's available in every single province. Most Canadians walk right past it, and it has odds that are literally 1,200 times better than Lotto Max. Let's start with Daily Grand. Daily Grand doesn't sound exciting. The name is boring. The jackpot is smaller. That's exactly why most people ignore it. But here's what matters. The odds of winning Daily Grand are 1 in 13.3 million. Compare that to Lotto Max at 1 in 33.3 million. Daily Grand gives you 2.5 times better odds. 2.5 times. That's the difference between getting struck by lightning once versus getting struck by lightning 2.5 times. Sandra switched to Daily Grand after she did her math. Same $50 per week. Same budget. But now she's playing a game where she actually has a chance. Plus, Daily Grand has something most people don't understand. You can win $1,000 every single day for the rest of your life. Not a lump sum, daily money. That's $25,000 per year guaranteed for life. But Daily Grand isn't even the best game on this list. Game number 3 has odds that will absolutely blow your mind. First, let's talk about Lotto 649 Gold Ball. 80% of players have no idea this even exists. Every time you buy a Lotto 649 ticket, you automatically get entered into the Gold Ball draw. Automatically. You don't pay extra. You don't fill out extra numbers. It just happens. And someone wins $1 million guaranteed every single draw. The odds? 1 in 13 million. That's actually better than the main Lotto 649 jackpot at 1 in 13.9 million. James from Halifax won the Gold Ball in 2025. $1 million. He told reporters he almost threw his ticket away. He had no idea about the Gold Ball number. He only checked his main numbers, saw he didn't win, and nearly tossed it in the trash. His wife made him double check. That's when they saw the Gold Ball number matched. $1 million he almost threw away because 96% of players don't even know to look for it. Now here's the game that mathematics professors call the smart play. Provincial pick 3 and pick 4 games. Ontario Daily Keno, BC Daily Grand, Quebec Banco. These games have names that sound boring. The prizes are smaller, but the math is absolutely beautiful. Pick 3 gives you odds of 1 in 1,000 for a $500 prize on a $1 ticket. 1 in 1,000. Compare that to Lotto Max at 1 in 33 million. That's 33,000 times better odds. 33,000 times. Michael from Toronto played Pick 3 with $20 per week in 2025. He won 12 times. 12 times in 1 year. His profit was $4,200. Meanwhile, his co-worker was spending the same $20 per week on Lotto Max and won nothing. Not once. Here's why. Lottery corporations don't advertise Pick 3 games. They make 95% of their revenue on jackpot games like Lotto Max. But they only make 40% profit margins on pick games. They need you playing the big jackpot games. That's where their money comes from. But the absolute best game is number 4, and it's only available in 3 provinces. Atlantic Lottery Tag. If you live in New Brunswick, Nova Scotia, Prince Edward Island, or Newfoundland, this is your game. A former lottery insider told me this game was designed to actually create winners. Not by accident, by design. Here's how it works. You pay $2. You pick 6 numbers from 1 to 49. Sounds like regular lottery, right? Here's the difference. They only sell 100,000 tickets per draw. Only 100,000. That means your odds are fixed at 1 in 13,983. 1 in 13,000. Compare that to Lotto Max at 1 in 33 million. In 2025, Atlantic Tag created 47 winners of $10,000 or more. 47 winners. Lotto Max had 6 jackpot winners in the entire country during the same time period. 6 versus 47. This game has a 65% payout rate compared to 47% for Lotto Max. That means for every dollar that goes in, 65 cents comes back out to players. But you won't see this advertised on billboards. You won't see commercials during hockey games. It's in tiny print at the bottom of lottery displays. Emma from Prince Edward Island won $25,000 playing Atlantic Tag in March 2025. She had been playing $10 per week for 2 months. 2 months. $60 total. $25,000 win. She said she didn't even know the game existed until her neighbor told her about it. That's the problem. The games with better odds are hidden. Now let me show you the trap. The game 96. Percent of Canadians play and absolutely should not. Lotto Max and Max Millions. Richard from Vancouver spent $100 every single week on Lotto Max for 5 years. That's $26,000 total. His total winnings over 5 years? $600. $600 from $26,000. He lost $25,400 chasing a jackpot, with odds of 1 in 33 million. Let me put those odds in perspective. If you play Lotto Max twice per week, every week, you would need to play for 320,000 years to statistically hit the jackpot once. 320,000 years. That's not hyperbole. That's math. Modern humans have only existed for 300,000 years. You would need to play lottery tickets since before humans even existed to statistically win once. But here's the sneaky part. Lottery corporations advertise Max Millions as $120 million up for grabs. Sounds amazing, right? Wrong. That $120 million is split into 60 separate $2 million prizes, 60 different draws, and each one still has the same 1 in 33 million odds. They make it sound like you have 60 chances to win. You don't. You have 60 separate lottery tickets, each with terrible odds. The money Richard spent on Lotto Max could have won him Pick 3 an estimated 180 times based on the odds. 180 wins versus 0 wins. That's the difference between playing smart and playing the game lottery corporations want you to play. They push Lotto Max because it generates 70% of their total revenue. 70% from one game. They need you playing it. They need you dreaming about those big numbers while ignoring the math that says you'll never win. So here's the strategy that actually makes mathematical sense if you're going to play lottery anyway. Take your weekly budget, whatever it is, and split it like this. 70% goes to pick 3 or pick 4 games. These have the best odds by far. 1 in 1,000 compared to 1 in 33 million. 20% goes to Daily Grand or Atlantic Tag if you live in Atlantic Canada. These are your mid-tier games. Better odds than the big jackpots, but bigger prizes than pick 3. 10%, just 10%, goes to Lotto 649 for the gold ball draw only. This gives you that dream of a big win, but you're playing the version with decent odds at 1 in 13 million instead of terrible odds at 1 in 33 million. And 0% goes to Lotto Max. 0. The math is too bad. The odds are too long. It's not worth it. Let me show you what this looks like in real life. There's a group in Ontario. 15 co-workers. They call themselves the Smart Lottery Group. In 2023, they were doing what everyone does. $50 per week on Lotto Max. That's $39,000 per year from the whole group. Their total winnings that year? $300. $300 from $39,000. In 2024, they switched to the Smart strategy. Same $50 per week. Same $39,000 budget. But now, $35 went to pick 3. $10 to Daily Grand. $5 to Lotto 649 Gold Ball. 0 to Lotto Max. Their total winnings in 2024, $8,400. $8,400 versus $300. That's 28 times better returns. They're still losing money overall. Let's be clear about that. But they're losing way less money while having way more fun. Because they're actually winning sometimes. One member of that group won $25,000 on Daily Grand in November 2025. She took her family to Disney World, used the rest for her daughter's university fund. She said it felt like magic, but it wasn't magic. It was math. She played a game with odds of 1 in 13 million instead of 1 in 33 million. Here's what lottery corporations will never tell you. They need you playing Lotto Max. That's where their profit margins are highest. The games with better odds, the ones I just told you about, those hurt their bottom line. Informed players are bad for business. That's why you see Lotto Max commercials during hockey games, and Pick 3 is hidden in fine print at the bottom of the lottery terminal. Now, you're part of the 4% who actually know which games are mathematically worth playing. Subscribe for more lottery strategies the corporations don't want you knowing. Drop a comment and tell me which province you're in. I'll reply with your best local game options. Remember this: you are still more likely to lose than win on any lottery game. Any of them. The house always has an edge. But if you're going to play anyway, if you're going to spend that money regardless, at least play the games where math is on your side instead of completely stacked against you. At least give yourself a real chance instead of chasing a dream that requires 320,000 years to come true.